Hi, my name is Matthew Ryu, and I'm second semester in Berklee College of Music, and I play guitar. Um, During high school, I chose to take audio production class because there was not a lot of music classes available at the time. I chose the class, and I really wanted to take all the opportunity and take every single music class out there in the high school I attended. So I chose the class, and I also really wanted to learn about um, how to make music, how to produce music, and how to just use technology in music. Why did I take band or orchestra in middle school and high school? I took band class around the end of my middle school because I was required to, if I remember correctly. Everyone was required to take some sort of music class, either string or band, wind band. So it was sort of like a gender thing. Girls tended to get into strings, and guys tended to get into to band. I'm not sure, really sure why. And because I was required to take the class, I took it and I really enjoyed it, and it was one of my favorite classes that I enjoyed going to and not dread it. Even as the teachers kept changing, because before uh, it was Mr. Mark or something. It's not important, but in high school, I also wanted to take the wind ensemble again because I had such a good time and I love playing trumpet. But for some reason my schedule conflict had a conflict with other classes, so I couldn't take wind ensemble until my senior year, which I had a lot of catching up to do because the players in the class had been playing previously during the years before I went into wind ensemble in my senior year. So I took the class because I loved playing trumpet. I wanted to continue playing trumpet and play music with other people, and it was just really fun. I just wanted to have fun, to be honest. Would you have taken a different music class? Yes, I would have taken a different music class if audio production wasn't available. In fact, I took every single music class available at the time because I knew I wanted to do music, and it was hard for me to focus in class like biology or chemistry like that. So I wanted to fill the space up with every single music classes that I could. And even though audio production was a really great class, and I would take it again if I was in high school, um, if it wasn't available, I still would take other music classes for sure. I mean, I'm in Berklee, so I would definitely take every music class. What other music classes have I taken during my time in TCIS? During middle school, I took wind band, and in high school, I took intro to music theory, and then AP music theory, and percussion ensemble, wind ensemble, choir ensemble. I don't know. It's choir. As well as guitar class, audio production, and I think that was the total of 7 music classes. So I exhausted all the available classes that the school were offering. What did I like most about audio production? The I liked the I liked the process of learning how to use interfaces and microphones, and especially the digital audio workstation, because I was not familiar with anything about producing music with computer or technology, so that was really great. And I even still use that knowledge even now. And it would have been hard for me to get into the music technology class in Berklee if had I not taken the audio production class. So it was definitely really very helpful. And the most challenging part about audio production was knowing what to expect from when working in a project, because I learned to, this goes with the second question about some of the things I've learned or become better at being in audio production, because the most challenging part was having a clear picture and sound in my head before starting a project or as I'm working on a project, because without an end goal of what I want and what to expect from myself, it's hard to really progress in the project, because if you don't have a destination, you're never going to stop running. So I've really learned to have a clear sound and picture in my head and know what to expect from myself when working on a project, as well as working with other people around me. And I knew a few people who were really interested in music. Some of them sang, some of them played guitar. So it was really really fun to get out of all the biology classes, math classes, English classes, and just focus on being creative and working with other people and making music. What advice would I give to a student who wants to take audio production next year? A very, I don't know. Um, I would definitely get my own microphone, and whether that be a USB microphone or just equipment wise, it's really, if you're really into producing music, just get your own equipment. It's really, that would be a lot easier. Also, just pay attention and don't take the class just because you think you're gonna be making beats, cooking beats, and making hip hop stuff. Because there's a lot more to. There's nothing wrong with making beats, but there's more to producing with with audio producing than just creating beats on a digital audio workstation. So I would say pay attention to what the teacher really teaches, because you really have to spend time outside class as well to learn how to use the program, as well as just have more experience. Not so much about learning, but going through the process. What advice would I give to teachers and students at different school who wants to start out? To teachers, I would say do a good. Please convince the head of the school to give budget for equipment, because audio production class is so reliable is so relied upon equipments like interfaces, microphones, computers, and also the digital audio workstation. So if they could actually afford to buy those programs and some audio interfaces and microphones and instruments, it would really really help out the students as well as the teachers, because they just want to get an introduction to audio producing. But if they have to pay for all these equipments, then they might really just rather not take it. And just be open to different styles, because there's so much you can do with audio production class. You can record live instruments, you can record vocals, different ways of recording vocals, make doing tricks with tracks, how to make a bad track sound like it's actually good, how to use different multi tracks, and how to record, how to make beats, how to use MIDI, and it's all just a great experience. Share any other thoughts, concerns? Um, my concern is if you're just taking the class because you think it's easier than other classes, easier liberal arts classes, and you think you're just gonna fool around and have fun, then definitely need not take the class, because you have to pay attention and spend a lot of time outside class learning and using the things the teacher taught, and it might even take more time than say like a English homework. So keep that in mind. And I just want people to know, I want students to know the possibilities of audio production, or producing with computers and microphone, and the whole idea of production, because there's so much attention seeking, should I say attention seeking music these days, that are short, catchy, addictive songs that they just cram into your head and gives you no room for other kinds of music. So it is hard for students to see what other possibilities there are in terms of producing music. So that's my one of my concerns or comments about it. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. J. Bye.